Hey, what's up, everybody? Haven't done a update on the tank in a while, so I figure I should do that. Um, anyways, Red Sea Reefer 625 XXL. Next month it'll be up and running for 2 years now. So I've had my ups and downs. Had some nitrate spikes and some phosphate, but that's mainly for me. I tend to overfeed these guys a lot, so it's just crazy. But whatever, it is what it is. So, a little update. I've got corals now. I've had them for a while. So I've got Duncan's right down there. They're actually doing pretty well. I'm going to end up having to move them at some point because that Idaho grape Monty will end up overtaking them, blocking out the light. I got that a few months ago, and it's growing like crazy. I actually killed it back when I got it. I think I burnt it out with the lights. I've got Radeon Gen 4 Pros, but you can see it's just taking off. The original frag, you can see the outline of it underneath, and it's just kind of, I don't know, it's probably like a good 1.5 inch, maybe 2 inch around that it's grown out. It's crazy. But I've been looking for one of those for a while, and I finally got one from a local guy, and that thing's sweet. It's just cool looking. Neon toadstool leather. Looks kind of white now. It's actually just shed like 2 days ago, so it's looking a little rough. But yeah, with the blues, you really can't tell the difference. It's got an orange filter on it, so actually looks, you can see everything. Don't worry about the fish, they're just crazy all around. Neon candy canes I got from a local guy as well. So that was the original colony that I got. So far, that frag has come off of it, and another about the same size that I gave to my brother, probably in a good 2.5 to maybe, probably 2.5 months or so. Not too bad. So I mean, it's growing like crazy. I can't even keep track of how many heads there is on this thing anymore. I bought it with like right at 25 or so, and I mean, it's reproducing like crazy. Kenya tree is like tripled in size. I'm probably gonna have to move it to maybe that point. Sorry about the fish going nuts and all the stuff floating around the tank. I fed him sheets of algae a few hours ago, and he just shreds them like crazy. You'll see them all floating around in here like in there. Fish, I've added some, I know you guys haven't seen, the yellow wrasse. Coral Beauty's been in here, Powder Blue's been in here, Diamond Goby's been in here, Yellow Watchman has been in here for a while. These guys are actually crazy. So there's a pistol shrimp down in there with the Yellow Watchman, and there's also a ruby head wrasse that sleeps with them that's massive. He's probably the size of my Melanaris. Where is he? There's the Melanaris. Yeah, he's about the same size as the Melanaris. He's like sketchy. I don't know what. He's jumped out of the tank twice. I've saved him twice. I don't know what his deal is. He's a little nervous. Huma Huma. He's been in here like 4 months maybe. He's doubled maybe and close to tripled in size. He's a pain in the butt, honestly. Whatever. So I've got scrambled egg zoas. So I've got one other set of zoas in here. Otherwise, I can't grow them for some reason. I don't know what it is. If anybody knows, the other ones are growing like crazy, but these are just, they've been at 2 polyps since I've had them. And I've had them for like 6 or 8 months, something like that. The green Monty was 2 frags when I bought it, and I glued them together on a frag plug. And this thing is like tripled in size from the time that I got it. It's crazy, but it looks awesome. When the tank is really like running like, I've got like a high, it's like a nutrient transport setting for my MP40 QDs. The polyp extension on that is just insane. It's crazy. I've got a green slimer frag I actually bleached it from the radiance when I first got it. I didn't put it down low enough for a while. But it's like seriously making a comeback. It's nice. It's gonna look really nice. This is a Digi Forest Fire, or a Forest Fire Digitata, I'm sorry. I just got this a few weeks ago, if that. So I'm just kind of seeing how it's doing, where it's at. I put it in a couple different places. I'm just gonna leave it here now, see how it does. The other place I put it was down on the corner, and it gets a bunch of flow. But kind of like, oh, there he is. There's the ruby head, surprisingly. Sorry, but I put it down there, and it really didn't have much polyp extension, so we'll see how it turns out. I'm just gonna go from there. My Space Invader Pectina. I am so happy that I got this. I reached out on one of the local club pages, and I had a gentleman that reached out to me and said, you know, if I hadn't found one or whatever, he's got one. He could frag one off for me for a couple eyes. So this had 3 eyes when I bought it, and it now has 5. There's one splitting off the the eye on the right, and in between on the bottom edge between the 2 on the center and on the left, there's another one, a small one popping up. So it's awesome. I am like super ecstatic about this thing. Diamond Goby doing his thing. He's keeping this sand super clean. It's crazy, but the Terror likes to just put sand everywhere, and I don't know. I move it back like every time it starts getting excessive, and it gives them something to do for like 2 days, so whatever. Brain Coral, I got this from a local reefer. This thing is super awesome. It's probably the size of a softball, if not bigger right now. It's crazy big. I feed this thing like chunks of meat probably once a week or so. Its tentacles are out right now. It's crazy. But I actually had it in the sand, but I got tired of it because it kept tipping over and whatnot, so I wedged some rocks in there, and it still kept moving between all these guys picking in the sand and everything, so I just glued it on top of a rock, and now it sits here and looks fantastic. I got this is a no-namer from another guy. I have no idea what that is. It's some kind of encrusting coral. If you guys know, put it down in the comments. This is a Undata Manipura I got from the same gentleman that I got the Space Invader from. This thing is awesome. I asked to get him a frag. I drove like almost 2 hours, 2.5 hours one way to get this, and he literally, all I went for was that, a small frag of that, and a small frag of the orange Tyree Setosa, and he literally gave me colonies. Awesome guy. So frog spawn, I've had this for probably about 4 or 5 months, and I've already got, I think there's like 5 or 6 new baby heads popping off of it all over the place. This thing just loves this spot right here, and it's doing fantastic. The orange Tyree Setosa that you saw, it's already starting to grow. It looks more orange in this, but it's actually, yeah, more of like a pink peachish color under the blue lights. It looks awesome though, I love it. And it's starting to grow these little, I don't know, little spikes or whatnot off of it. It's going to be interesting to see how this one grows out. Oops, sorry. I've got these, and I got these as like a rescue or whatever. They kind of look like hammers, but kind of not. They're purple, but they're starting to get like a lot of green back. I had them up on this side before I got the orange Tyree Setosa, and they just weren't doing well, so I put them down here, a little less flow, a little less light, and they're actually making a comeback. They're still not 100%, and they're still kind of small, shriveled up, and the flow is pretty low right now, but they're doing well. They're eating, so I've been feeding them pretty well. The other zoas that I can grow like crazy are these utter chaos. So I started out, I think, with like 4 polyps. One popped off and is somewhere back behind there in the tank, or one of these guys pulled it off, I don't know. And now I'm at 10 polyps on here, so it doubled in probably, whatever I've had these, the Space Invader, probably two months maybe, something like that. So, and then I've got a, just a Rhodactis mushroom back here that I got. I had some zinnia on it on a little rock by itself, and the Huma Huma ate the zinnia, and then the rest kind of melted away. I don't know, I think my iodide was pretty low. That's why I haven't been able to keep GSP or anything like that. I've tried it, and I wanted to grow it on the back wall. And every time it'll like stick around for maybe a month or two, and then it just kind of withers away to nothing, or it just closes. But fish, this is mainly, there's a bunch of wrasses in here. So I've got a red chorus juvenile. He's a little feisty guy that likes to flip stuff over, so all my frags are glued down. Yellow chorus wrasse. So if anybody wants to know whether you can keep a yellow chorus wrasse and a red chorus wrasse in a reef together, you can. They'll flash every now and then up by each other, and they're fairly close to the same size, so there's not really any aggression. You got the ruby-headed wrasse, cleaner wrasse, powder blue, diamond goby, watchman goby back there wherever he went, coral beauty, Huma Huma, Melanaris is right there. And then I've got a leopard wrasse that I rescued from a local gentleman that his tail was eaten. He was not eating. He was skin and bones. I didn't think he was going to last overnight, and he's been in here for I don't know how many months. He's got beautiful colors coming through. He eats like a pig. His tail is almost entirely healed, and he's just awesome. I love that guy. So, everything's doing really well. I'm actually liking how it's really turning out. I may end up getting rid of that toadstool leather. I don't know. I think it takes up too much room, and then between chemical warfare and everything else, I don't know. I'm running carbon. I'm running phosban. I had my biopellet reactor online for like 3 or 4 months, and then I took it offline for 2 months, and it's seriously, I'm using like 2 different sets of biopellets. It's down there, it's dark in there, so I'm not really going to mess with it. But I'm running 2 different sets of biopellets, and it's actually worked wonders ever since. I think I got one brand from Bulk Reef Supply, and the other one was from Marine Depot, something like that, or a local, I can't remember. But once I put the 2 of them in there, literally pulled my nitrates down to like 5 within a month and a half, 2 months, something like that, and it's steady. And after me feeding these guys on how I do, and I feed them pretty well, that's awesome. So I'm running it back online, see how it is. My nitrates have been pretty high, anywhere between like 20 and 30. I'm using all Red Sea test kits. Alkalinity is anywhere between 8.3 and 8.6. I'm manually dosing the Aqua Forest components 1, 2, and 3 plus. I try and keep my magnesium around 13 to 1350. If not, these guys, these Monis are just sucking it up, along with the Euphilia are going nuts with that. So about every 2 weeks I do magnesium. I think it's Brightwell's. I do a pretty good dose of that to bump it up, and then I'll supplement with the magnesium from Aqua Forest as it goes. Calcium is sitting right around 400, so everything's doing really well. I am dosing amino acids, so I've been using Fuel, and I just got this Coral Zoot or something like that LPS stuff, and I don't know, we'll see how it turns out in the long run. So I know the Fuel has been working really well, but overall, I mean, I'm really happy on how this is turning out. I really kind of wish I had more room to spread out some more of these, but stuff is moving here and there, and I keep moving some stuff. Like the hammers right there are probably going to end up moving, I don't know yet, somewhere else maybe. We'll see how that Forest Fire Digi does and go from there. So just want to give you guys an update. I did switch also to Tropic Marin Salt. So I'm not sure if that has anything to do with it, but I like it so far. It's got all the trace elements and everything that I like in there. The only thing I don't like is the alkalinity is, I think it mixes to about 7.7. So I end up dosing in alkalinity right away to it to get it right in between that 8.3, 8.6. And I get like, usually when I mix it in 5-gallon buckets, I think I put 30 mils in and I get right at 8.3, 8.4, something right around there. So it's looking really good. Next thing is I want to get some more wrasses. It's definitely on the list, and up some more fish load in here. I want some more fish. I like the movement. I like them all happy. They're all fed very well. So it's getting there. So let me know what you guys think. Any, I guess any comments, critiques, whatever you want to do. I'm open ears. So hope you guys enjoyed this. I'll try and update more often. Have a good one. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone. Be safe. Bye-bye.